Super quick. So we're going to discuss this a little bit more when we live stream on TYT Sports, but just very quickly, Chelsea fans, in the words of Aaron Rodgers, R-E-L-A-X. Relax. In the words of Jerry Maguire, what was it? Quan? I was going to say Quan. Just chill. Yeah, did they get embarrassed by Burnley? For about 69 minutes, the best number. Because Alvaro Morata, for whatever fucking reason, didn't start. Came on, not in shape, but still scored. Probably shows you a lot about their forwards. Sam Vokes has been unstoppable in the last 4 matches, as he has 6 goals. But nonetheless, Chelsea fans, simmer down. Relax. It's a long season. When's the last time a team dropped the opening match and then won the Premier League that season? I had to go back to 2012 when Manchester United lost to Everton. But still, I understand that Chelsea fans are freaking out because they have set the bar so incredibly high. And again, this is what fans do with teams after they win a title, is that it's title or bust, title or bust. What we have to take into consideration is that Chelsea did not have their best player, who was unavailable, Eden Hazard. They did not have Pedro. They did not, they sold Kurt Zouma. There's so many pieces here and there. I despise John Terry as a person. I despise his antics on the pitch, but he was a good footballer for Chelsea. He was a legendary footballer for the club out of Stamford Bridge. They have lost so many players. There has to be this phase where when all of this collective respective talent comes together, they got to learn how to play with one another. There's only so much you can do in practice before you start getting tested in the game. A friend of mine who played Division I sports said to me, it's like, who gives a shit about practice? Practice is fine and it's fun and you fuck around here and there, but who cares about practice? The game is where you strive. And look at LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh when he said we're not going to win 3, 4, 5, 6, who gives a shit? Like, even they had to have that period of a year. Even though they went to the finals, they didn't win. Do not reflect Chelsea's season on one match. And don't let it be the opening match. Especially when your newly minted captain, Gary Cahill, was sent off in the first, 15 minutes? 13 minutes? So you're already playing with 10 men. So the counterpoint to that is, well, it's Burnley. That's still not a fair argument. And again, I understand, it's Burnley and yada, yada. You're playing with 10 men. You're at a severe disadvantage. Cesc Fabregas goes off. Now you're playing with 9 men. It was doomed from the start. They did not get Romelu Lukaku in the offseason, and they did not try and mend the relationship between Antonio Conte and Diego Costa. Whichever side you're on, leave a thought in the comments section below. But there were so many negatives going into this game and they also lost Nemanja Matic, who had a phenomenal game for Manchester United, who look solid. But again, it's only one match against a West Ham team who is very similar to Chelsea, that there are so many moving parts. It's going to take a while for all of these moving parts to become a cohesive unit. That's how it is in sports. That's how it is in the workplace. That's just how it is in life. You're not going to hit it off with everybody immediately, especially when you have so many moving pieces to your own side. And that's exactly what Chelsea are going through. They were built on this midfield. I'm going off in different directions. Just follow me. They had this built-in incredible duo and such substance in the midfield with N'Golo Kante and Nemanja Matic. Now you let go of one of them, and it seems like there is a void to be filled at many different positions, especially when, as I stated, your best player, Eden Hazard, is not on the pitch. So they got off to the worst start that they possibly could. They're not going to have Cesc Fabregas or Gary Cahill for Tottenham on Saturday. But still, it is so early. But have you lost this much faith in Antonio Conte? Have you lost faith already in Chelsea? After one match. One. And I know it was against Burnley, but one. Leave a thought in the comment section below, because I certainly have not. It is a long season. There's so much football to be had, and you're allowed to have a hiccup. And you know when the best hiccup to have could occur? The first game of the season. The first one. Because that's when you go back to the drawing board, you get it together, and you put your best foot forward from here on out, and you learn from your mistakes, as I'm sure Chelsea are doing right now. Yes, they screwed up in the offseason by letting go of Matic, Zuma, not getting Lukaku. They also didn't have Victor Moses in this match. Who else did they miss out on? Alexandro. I mean, the list goes on. And they screwed up the Diego Costa front. Still, it is early. Let's calm down. And let's see what they do next week. And the week after, and the week after. Because we know how long these seasons go. That's my cue. Get at me on Twitter, @Strom, and subscribe to 2x2 Sports.